Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jaquisa with Queasy Budgets, and today we are going to be going over how to make a budget and start a cash stuffing system. When I first posted that I was going to be making content on YouTube, I had a lot of people reach out to me regarding information on how to start a cash stuffing system or even just to create a budget in general. So it was definitely priority on my list to go ahead and make this my first video. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first step that I would recommend when wanting to create a budget is looking at your income. You need to know how much you are bringing in so that you know what you need to do with it. Next, I would recommend to go ahead and write out all of your bills that you pay on a monthly basis, the amount, and the due date so that you know how you can pay your bills. So once you know your income and your expenses, it'll be easier for you to allocate your funds wherever they need to go. So today, as I stated earlier, we're going to be going over a paycheck breakdown. That is how I budget. So if you get paid weekly or monthly, this may not particularly work for you, but at least you have like an idea or a template of what you can use for your budget. I get paid bi-weekly, so that is how I am going to set up my budget. So normally I go ahead and start with my income. So right here I have my income. Rollover for me means money that is left in my account before my paycheck post. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put a line here because I haven't checked yet. Oh, and side note, I did not want to use my personal finances and bills and stuff, but I prayed on it, and I feel like this is something that God is wanting me to do. To be transparent and honest with you guys. So I am definitely going to be using my income and my bills and debt and all of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish up. Sorry if you aren't spiritual, but that's just what it is for me. All right, so my paycheck is usually the same. It's $1,857.65. Sometimes this changes by the cent. Sometimes it may be like 63 or 64, but for the most part it normally stays about this. So once I've done that, I just go ahead and total it out, and that's just what I have to work with for my paycheck this week. All right, so then you want to look at your bills that you need to pay. So for me, these are all the bills that I need to pay for my first paycheck in November. So starting with my car payment, and y'all, I'm going to warn you, it is definitely hefty, but do not be afraid because I can pay it. So my car payment is $691. But I am going to try to get it refinanced sometime next year because I haven't even had my car a year. So next is Apple Pay, $5.99. I believe this is for my Apple Music at my student rate. Next, I have 10 Gym, which is my gym membership. It is $27.26. My Amazon Prime is $6.99 at my student rate. My Netflix is $9.99. And this is something new. I started another gym, and so somebody paid it for me for the first month. So I am going ahead and starting with saving for the following month. So half of that is going to be $45 for me. Next, we're going to want to total this up. So I have to get my calculator, so give me just a second. All right, I am back. Sorry if my camera is shaking, guys. I'm still trying to get it together. So we're going to add all of our bills $6.91 plus $5.99 plus $27.26 plus $6.99 plus $9.99 plus $45. That is going to give me $786.23. That is the bill amount that is coming out of my income. Next, I move on to what I call variable. I know for some people this may not be variable, but for me, that's what I call it. So I went ahead and pre-filled these because I would have to check on my phone, and I'm using my phone to record. So we're going to go ahead and add them up so that we can get our total. And we have $100.28. So this is going to also come out of my income. And now we're going to move on to debt. I have 3 credit cards and 2 hospital bills that I'm paying on. So I normally, for all of my credit cards, I normally go ahead and just pay $30, which is the minimum balance. These credit cards are not over $400, like the balance that's on them. So for me, that's why I do that, because it's not a lot. And then for my medical bills, I go ahead and do $50 each. So that is a total of $190 from this pay period. So what I like to do now is I have this little area down here. I go ahead and fill in my total income with this amount. So it's going to be $1857.65. And then I like to add up my total bills, $786.23 plus $100.28 plus $190. And that gives us $1,076.51. So I do that so that I can get a balance to fill in this, because these are my priority when I get paid. These are just things that are low-key fun, I guess you would call it. But this will support me for the next 2 weeks until my next pay period, and then this is just stuff that I'm wanting to save. So let's go ahead and see what our remaining balance is. I have $1857.65 minus $1076.51, and that gives me $781.14. So after all of my bills are paid, I have $781.14 to work with. Let's go ahead and put it back in here. Sorry. So once I do this, my next priority is filling in my cash envelope system. This is money that I use for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again. I normally go ahead and give myself $80 for gas because that works for me. I go to work 1 time a week, so I'm not really spending that much gas. I normally give myself $30 for dining out because really that's where a lot of us can save money, and I don't need to be eating out like that anyways. I give myself $50 for spending money, $50 for groceries, and then I normally do a $5 miscellaneous just for if anything happens. Maybe I ran out of spending money and I want something that costs $5, so I got $5 right here. Or maybe I want to add my $5 to my groceries. Whatever that looks like, that's what works for me. I know that this is $215, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that off of here and go ahead and put in $215 here. This gives me a remaining balance of $566.14. Moving on to my savings, I know for sure that I always give myself $250 for my Navy Federal account, saving account, because I am moving in by June of next year. So I'm trying to save up some money to cover, my moving costs and just whatever else I may need. My sinking funds, I always allot myself $190 from that. So that leaves us with $126 for my saving challenges. So I'm probably going to go ahead and just do $120. and that leaves us $6.14. But real quick, let's add this up. 250 plus 190 plus 120 is 560. And then what I would do is I would take this number, 781.14 minus 215 minus 560, and it gives me a buffer in my account of $6.14. So I am not a zero-based budgeter, but if you are, then you will obviously allocate this $6 somewhere else that you feel it needs to go. But for me, I like to keep it in my account, just in case I missed anything, or maybe I want to go spend some $6 somewhere else, or whatever that looks like for me. That's why I leave it in my account. So yeah, let's run back through this. I start with my income. I figured that out, wrote out my bills, the total, my variable, the total, my debt, the total. I took my income minus 1, 2, and 3, my expenses, and that gave me $781.14. After that, I was able to fill in my cash envelopes and my savings, and it gave me a balance of $6.14, which would be left in my account. Now, after you do your budget and you figure out where your funds are going, you will move forward to your sinking fund. So let me go ahead and switch this paper out, and I will show you guys what sinking funds look like, or how my list looks. For me, this is what my cash breakdown with my sinking funds will look like. This is where I'm going to put in the amount of money I want to allocate to these categories, and then also I will use this as a denomination breakdown, so that I know when I go to the bank, I know what to tell the teller. So for emergency, I always give myself $50 for this, because I am trying to build my emergency savings. For my personal, I'm going to give myself $40, because that is a personal savings and I am trying to build that as well. Medical is going to get $10. Car maintenance is going to get $15. Annual payment is going to get $20. Clothing will be getting nothing this time. Date night will be getting $10. Bless will be getting $5. Self-care will be getting $15. Travel will be getting $20. Household will be getting $10. Gifts will be getting $4. Buffer will be getting $2. Future baby will be getting $2. Future wedding will be getting $2. Fitness will be getting $5. My saving challenges will be getting, I think I said 120 over there, but it's really 100. So sorry about that. Cash envelopes will be getting $215, and then Navy Federal will be getting $250. Let's go ahead and add these up to get an amount down here. So we're going to do 90 plus 15 plus 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 100 plus 215 plus 250, which gives me 775. And let me go ahead and write that in down here. But I need to double check, so give me just a second. All right, so that is correct. It is $775. After this, I would go ahead and fill in my denominations. As for you, when you make it to this part, you obviously need to figure out what categories you would like to have sinking funds in, and then go from there as far as how much you want to allocate towards this. So for me, I already know what my sinking funds are, so I've written them in. I've allocated the funds, and now I'm going to do the denomination. So for me, emergency 150 is good, personal 220s, a 10, 10 and a 5, a 20, a 10, a 5, 10 and a 5, 20, 10. Gifts is getting 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. And then my saving challenges is going to get 10 ones, 4 fives, and 7 tens. My cash envelopes is getting 1 5, 5 tens, and 8 20s. And then my savings account is going to get 150 and 2 100s. So then you will basically go down this list and add them up. So 4 and 6 is 10, 10 and 10 is 20, which gives us $20. And then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and this is 45. And then we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17 tens, which is $170. And then we have 8, 10, 11, 12, which is $240. And then we have 2, which is 100, and then 2, which is 200. So then you want to double check to make sure all of this is correct. So 200 plus 100 plus 240 plus 170 plus 45 plus 20, which is 775. So that is good. After this, you will obviously have a teller slip. You can probably, well, let me show you guys one of my teller slips. Hold on. All right, so this is my teller slip. I would normally fill this out, so let me go ahead and do it. 29, 17, 12, 2, $20. All right, so then you will have a teller slip like this. You would take it to the bank, withdraw your money, come back, stock your envelopes. However, as for me, I do go get my money out of my account. I have 4 accounts, but I only use 3 of them. So the account that I go get my money out is the account that my paycheck posts in. My other 2 accounts is where I save my money. So I would go take this out. I would stuff my envelopes, as you will see in my next video, my cash stuffing video. However, when my video is done, I put placeholder money in it, so fake money in it, and take it to the bank so that I do not have any real cash on me, just for safety, and I can accrue interest on some of it. So for me, that's what I do. Take this to the bank, come back, stuff your videos, and you are done. So hopefully that was simple enough for you guys. When you start your budget, you know that you want to figure out your income, your bills, figure out how you want to pay that between your income and your paychecks. Write it out. Get your funds right. Figure out what your sinking funds are going to be. Fill it in and just go ahead and start your cash budgeting system. And you do not have to have anything fancy. I have nice binders and envelopes that I use, but you can definitely use the little white mailing envelopes. Write, what the category is on it and stuff them that way until you're able to, or even if you don't want to. If you just want to use those forever, go ahead. But for me, I want it to be fun. And so for me, that's going to make it fun is having cute binders. So, but yeah, so I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any comments, concerns, advice, whatever that may be, go ahead and leave it below in the comments so that I can read them, like them, and respond. I hope to see you guys in my next video, which will be my first cash stuffing. So I'm excited about that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.